Hello, Springford. My name is Dr. Kelly DiPietro Edwards, and I am the ninth grade center building principal. Today, we will be talking about the high school experience and the course selection process. All documents related to course selection, this introductory video, and the accompanying Google Slides presentation will be available on the high school's website on the course selection tab. We encourage students and families to become familiar with the course book and the informational items contained in this presentation. Many of you are familiar with our house system. Our house offices are comprised of a house principal, 2 counselors, a guidance secretary, and a house secretary. The house office will start with students of the class of 2028 on their first day of high school in the 9th grade center and follow them across the street to the 1012 building, and will be with them through graduation. For the class of 2028, Mr. Lawler is the house principal. Mr. Merlis is the school counselor for students whose last names are A through L. Mrs. Bideman is the school counselor for students whose last names are M through Z. Ms. Heron is the guidance secretary, and Ms. Asbert is the house secretary. What's new in high school? The final grades from all courses that students take at the high school level will be calculated into their official grade point average, or GPA. The transcript is the official record of all courses and final grades that students take at high school. This document is the one that is provided to colleges and universities when students apply for post-secondary education. In order to be eligible for a Springford area high school diploma, students will need to earn 22 credits. Many of our students earn a lot more than 22 credits during their time in high school, but 22 is the minimum number that is required. We will break down the specific credit requirements in a few minutes. Springford has both major and minor courses. Major courses are ones that meet 6 out of 6 cycle days and are worth 1 full credit. Minor courses are courses that meet fewer than 6 out of 6 cycle days, and their credit value is either 0.5 or 0.4, depending on how many times the course meets each cycle. 0.5 credit courses meet 3 out of 6 cycle days, and 0.4 credit courses meet 2 out of 6 cycle days. Keystone exams are a graduation requirement. Keystone exams are end-of-course assessments and are given in English 9, Algebra 1, and Biology. Some students may have already taken the Keystone exam in Algebra 1 or will be taking it this May. We encourage all students to do their best on the exams. The state of Pennsylvania has developed alternate pathways to graduation. The House Office of the Class of 2028 will monitor student performance on the Keystones and other pathways students may be eligible for. One of the most important decisions that students and families will make during the course selection process is the decision to take honors level or AP level classes. These courses have increased academic rigor. The Western Montgomery Career and Tech Center also offers programs for students beginning in 9th grade. These students spend half their day at the Western Center and the other half of their day here in the 9th grade center. As previously mentioned, students will need to earn 22 credits in order to graduate. All courses will be calculated into the official GPA, or grade point average. Midterms and final exams will count as 10% of the final course grade. In order to be academically eligible for extracurriculars, students must have a minimum of 70% in 4 major courses. While our expectation is that students are working hard, passing classes, and earning credits, summer school is provided online at the family's expense. In order to be eligible for summer school, students need to have a minimum grade of 60% and have missed fewer than 25 school days. Here is a breakdown of how the graduation credits are earned. In order to be eligible for graduation, students will need to have earned 4 credits in English, 3 credits in history, 3 credits in math, 3 credits in science, 7 elective credits, 0.4 credits in health, and 1.6 credits in physical education. For 9th grade, students will take 1 English class, 1 history class, 1 math class, 1 science class, and then 1 or 2 major electives or 1 major and 2 minor electives in PE. Western Center students will take their 4 major courses here, and they will be in their shop and their health and PE class at the Western Center. One of the biggest decisions that students and families have to make at this point in the course selection process is to decide which areas students may want to challenge themselves and take an honors level course. All of our academic courses will prepare students for post-secondary education. Students may want to challenge themselves by selecting an honors level course. Honors courses are more rigorous and require more work. Over the next several weeks, 8th grade teachers will be having conversations with students and making recommendations for the most appropriate courses for students for next year in their 4 major subject areas: English, math, history, and science. Some considerations during the recommendation process include a student's past performance in the content area, work ethic, and self-motivation. In addition to these considerations, some honors level courses have prerequisites. Honors biology requires that students have already taken Algebra 1. Honors level courses will be weighted at 5% for students who earn above a 70% to reflect the increased academic rigor. Honors level classes are inherently challenging, and successful students will demonstrate the skills listed here. There will inevitably be academic setbacks. Successful students are able to overcome these challenges and continue to make progress. Successful students know how and when to ask for help. They are able to utilize their resources effectively, both in and outside of the classroom. Because of the increased workload that is involved with honors level classes, there is a need for effective time management. Successful students in honors courses are able to manage their time between their academic studies and their extracurricular activities. In our English department, there is the opportunity for academic or honors level English 9. There are 3 opportunities in the history department: academic U.S. history and the global world, honors U.S. history and the global world, and AP human geography. In our math department, students will select the next course in their sequence. For the majority of our 9th grade students, this will be Algebra 1. For students who have already taken Algebra 1, the next course will be Honors Geometry. And for students who have already taken Algebra 1 and Honors Geometry, the next course in the sequence is Honors Algebra 2. In our science department, there is Academic Earth Science, Honors Earth Science, and Biology Honors. Please note that the Keystone exam is given at the conclusion of Algebra 1 and English 9. AP Human Geography is the AP course that is offered at the 9th grade center. This is a college-level course that culminates in the AP exam in May. AP level courses are weighted 7% for final grades above 70%. The prerequisite for this class is a 95% in 8th grade social studies. This slide has additional information regarding the course that you can access via the link. For families that are considering Honors English 9, this slide has important information for students regarding qualities of a successful student in Honors Level English 9. We encourage students and families to become familiar with the elective offerings in the course book that can be found on the high school's website. There are elective opportunities for 9th grade students in art, business, English, family consumer science, music, technology and engineering, and Project Lead the Way, as well as world language. In our art department, we offer a Foundations of Art 1 major that meets 6 out of 6 cycle days. This course is for students who may be interested in art and would like to continue up to Art 4 or AP Studio Art major in the high school level. There are also minor area electives in our art department. Studio Art Basics is a minor that focuses on drawing, pastel painting, ceramics, pen and ink, sculpting, and color design projects. Intro to Ceramics minor is a ceramics class that focuses on coil, slab construction, tile carving, and sculpture. Finally, in our art department, Introduction to Digital Design is a minor level course that focuses on digital photography. In our business and technology electives, there is a minor level computer science course. This computer science course has a prerequisite that requires students to have completed Algebra 1 with at least an 85% overall average. Introduction to Microsoft Office is a minor level class that will give students the opportunity to learn the basic skills for Microsoft Word, Excel, Access, Publisher, and PowerPoint. Finally, in our business department, there is a major level class, our personal finance class. Students will be introduced to savings and checking accounts, investing, banking, stocks, and other financially relevant topics. There are 3 opportunities for electives in our English department. Public speaking and debate is a minor course that focuses on the key elements and best practices of public speaking. In our minor level media exploration class, students will focus on the various types of writing for mass media, including news stories, feature articles, critical review, television broadcasts, and advertising. Finally, our minor level class, Young Adult Literature, will build an appreciation for contemporary literature and encourage critical thinking across the curriculum. There are multiple opportunities within our Family and Consumer Science department for electives as well. Our major course, Family Consumer Science, focuses on food and nutrition, sewing, and child development. FCS minor focuses on sewing and food and nutrition. Clothing and crafts will focus on clothing construction, skills and techniques, and craft options. This is another minor level class. There are also multiple opportunities within our music department. Students can take band as a major, freshman concert band and instrumental music minors, chorus minor, and orchestra is offered as a major or a minor course. Within our technology and engineering courses, we have materials manufacturing, which is a half-credit course that will focus on how industrial materials such as wood and plastic are manipulated into useful consumer projects. Technology Systems 1 is another half-credit minor course where students will focus on hands-on problem solving and will be required to fabricate several different types of projects. Finally, within our technology and engineering program, students have the opportunity to take a Project Lead the Way course. The Project Lead the Way course that is offered in 9th grade is Introduction to Engineering Design Honors, and this is a major course. Classwork includes proper documentation, problem-solving skills, research and development, prototyping, design testing, and team collaboration. This course also has a prerequisite and requires students to have taken Algebra 1 with a score of B or better. Additional advanced Project Lead the Way courses that will become an opportunity across the street at the 10 through 12 Center include Principles of Engineering, Digital Electronics, and Civil Engineering and Architecture. Within our World Language department, World Language is not a graduation requirement for Spring-Ford. Many colleges and universities like to see that students have at least 2 years of study of the same language at the high school level. While students may be taking the first level of language this year in 8th grade, colleges do not consider language study before 9th grade. The 9th grade center offers French 2, German 1, and Spanish 1 and 2. Some students who are not already taking language in 8th grade wait until 10th grade to start their language study, taking the first year of high school to focus on the transition. This is absolutely fine. Level 1 of all 3 languages is offered across the street in the 10 through 12 Center. Students who are currently taking level 1 of a language and successfully complete the course should continue to level 2. 8th grade students have already had a tour of the Western Montgomery Career and Tech Center and have been invited to apply for their 9th grade year. Students are also able to apply in 9th grade for admittance during their 10th grade year. Families who are interested in the Western Center should take a look at the Western Center website. Here is a list of shop areas that are offered at the Western Center. While it is early in high school to be thinking about potentially being a college athlete, We like to make sure that students and families are aware that there are specific course and grade requirements for students who are considering playing Division I or II sports in college. You can find more information in our course book or the NCAA website. Students should also let their school counselor know about this interest. The Future Planning Center in the 10 through 12 Center will help students explore their career interests and continue their post-secondary planning. Students will start visiting the FPC during their sophomore year. In order to help students select their courses, the 8th Grade Center will give students a planning sheet with their options listed. Students are encouraged to review the course book and to have conversations with their families and teachers regarding their course preferences. The forms will be due to homeroom teachers by February 2nd. In terms of the course selection timeline, on January 24th, teacher recommendations will start in Skyward. 8th grade teachers will make their recommendations for students' core subject classes for 9th grade. On February 4th, directions will be released to review teachers' recommendations in Skyward. On February 2nd, course selection sheets will be due to homeroom teachers. From February 5th to March 1st, counselors will enter student electives into Skyward. March 4th through 8th is our override period. Please contact your current counselor if you have questions about the course override process. Throughout the timeline, 8th grade counselors will assist students. March 22nd through the 27th will be our course verification process in Skyward. We will be sending home information for students and families to review the requested courses and confirm that those courses are correct in Skyward. Importantly, June 21st, 2024 is the last day to submit a change request form. Throughout this process, if you have any questions regarding the course selection process, courses for next year, please reach out to your student's current 8th grade counselor or the 9th grade center building administration.